Hi there, we're back at Moor Allerton Golf Club and we're stood on the 8th tee, which you may remember from one of our on-course lessons before, that this is a tee shot that I have a bit of particular difficulty with. As you can see, it's quite a blind shot, out of bounds to the right, and you just don't really know where you're going on it. And I have hit the ball out of bounds quite a few times on this hole, and it's very frustrating for me. So Scott's going to help me tackle this hole today. And so what would you say, Scott, about this hole in particular, and maybe about holes similar to this where there's sort of like a magnet of danger where you're just thinking to yourself, I don't want to go over there? What's the best way to tackle it?
I think the best way to tackle it instantly is kind of pick a target in the distance.
Yep.
You know, the road is the magnet here, and I see a lot of club golfers either trying to steer away from the road and make a poor swing, or kind of aim at the wrong side of the tee box, which doesn't suit either their swing path or their DNA. I think the stock shot here, how the hole plays is, I think a kind of straight or gentle fade shot would be the key. You're teeing off on the right side of the box. Yeah,
because what I kind of do is sometimes I'll tee off on that side of the box and just sort of, you know, really sort of like try and go straight, but kind of hugging that left-hand side. But then if I do cut across it and I get that sort of left to right movement, it can go over there. So you're saying that the way to do it is to tee up on this and almost change the angle slightly.
Visualise kind of a straight shot at the trees. There's more space run out on the left here than the right.
Yeah, I think, and if you go long and left, you might be in a bit of rough, but you're not out of bounds, and you're still in the hole. Yeah. All right, we'll give this hole a try, see how we get on, and then we'll move on to the 9th and give that a crack as well. Okay, so I'm really pleased with this drive. It's right in the middle of the fairway, and if I could just bottle that and bring it on to that tee every time, I think I'd be doing all right, wouldn't I, Scott, on this hole? I've got my second shot now. I mean, the flag to me looks like about 400 yards away, but it's probably about 300. So I really just need to kind of get myself in range for my third shot. So I'm going to give the 5-wood a go, just basically knowing that I just want to just send it down as far as I can, just to probably leave myself, you know, what, 100 and, you know, anything around about 150. So I've got a nice lie. I'm in the middle of the fairway. Quite happy with this club. Don't need to leather it. Yeah, got quite a bit of air on it, but I'll take that every time. Okay, so I've got about 160 yards to go with my third shot, which just shows you what a difficult hole this is. I've hit a decent drive, quite a good 5-wood, still quite a difficult shot left just to get on the green in 3. So yeah, in these conditions I've gone for the 5-iron because I don't really want to be short and left in that bunker. So hopefully, might be a bit too much club, but I think I'll take that. Go. Yeah, I've just carried that bunker on the left. Happy with the strike. There or thereabouts in 3.
Yeah. The thing is to get enough pace to get kind of through this.
Yeah, and it's not going to be too fast, is it? No. Okay, so this is my fourth shot. It looks like a pretty straight downhill, slow. Through a bit of rubbish first. Happy with that. Okay, so we're over on the 9th tee now. Another kind of blind sort of tee shot really, Scott. What would be your plan for getting a good one away here?
Again, visualise the shot, pick out something in the distance.
Yep.
What intimidates most on this hole is it's 380 yards uphill.
Right.
So I think the club golf instantly wants to give it more.
Yeah.
So I think here again, just picture a line. There's more space right.
Yes.
You know, the the chap on the left gets a lot of balls.
Yeah.
But yeah, picture your shot on the right and put a good swing on it.
So what would you be thinking? Sort of, there's
kind of that
bush there.
Edge of the bowling green, touch maybe right, and you can leak a bit, and you're still in space.
Yeah. A little bit cutty, unfortunately, but it's not a disaster on this hole. Okay, so this is what I've got left for my second shot. I've just at the flag, I've got 193 yards. So I had a thought about maybe going for it with that 5-wood again, but we'll just assess the situation, and we've not got the best lie. We're in, you know, it's this sort of semi-rough, and it's a bit muddy. Weather's not great, it's a bit cold. You know, we've had a bit of rain recently, so we think the sensible play is just to hit a 7-iron. Just to then leave myself, you know, a little sort of, you know, chip on. It's quite a tough hole this. I've got a shot, so I might as well try and use it. So, just an easy 7-iron, just over that hill, really. Okay, so this is what we've got for the third shot. We've just went and had a look and see what we're faced with, and because there's a slope just in front of the green, we really need to carry this nearly all the way to the flag, not quite, and it's probably best just to be on the right hand side. So we've got the 54-degree wedge, basically 49 yards to the flag, so it's just it's really just about getting the distance right, getting the backswing right. So I don't want any more than sort of half a swing, really. That's kind of what I'm thinking. A little bit long, but more than happy with that. Ball outside, yeah, it does sort of slightly feel that the green...
And the wind's been that way.
Yeah, the wind might just take it in a touch, yeah. Okay, Scott, this for par. Scott's helped me with the line. Let's try and pop this in. Turn. Line wasn't far off, was it? I probably went a little bit further out than we said. I'm happy with the pace. Okay, Scott, so I'm pretty happy with the way I just played those two holes. If I can make 5-5 on those two holes, I think, yeah, I think might be able to get that handicap down, you know, even further if I can keep going. But what we've kind of, you know, looked at there is the couple of key things for me to think about on my swing. We started off the posture was a big one for me,
yep.
And you said about, you know, the way I'm moving and make sure I get that hip moving, and you know, we even had a look at my divot on the floor and sort of like what did your observations when you kind of you saw where my club was going.
You know, the always ongoing issue with you is to try and obviously get your path a little bit more from the inside.
Yeah.
You know, so to shallow it out more. And, you know, we want you to feel that you're swinging more to kind of 1 o'clock.
Yes.
So the minute a bad shot might be kind of swinging left and say 11 o'clock pulling across the ball.
We saw that with the divot, didn't we? It was when I hit that 7-iron on the shot. It was still a good shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could just see that the divot was just going that way slightly. Yeah. So I just need to
feel like you're coming in through to 12 to 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, they're just things that probably for me, the key things that I probably just need to keep working on in my practice, would you say?
Yeah, and on the course at the minute, I think the tee situations, which side of the tee markers to tee up on, give yourself a visual look, you know, kind of a tunnel look, as we say, so you can get a feel of where you want the ball to start. Yeah. Which side of the fairway is best to miss the ball, so to speak, on.
Yeah. Okay, well, like I say, you know, two difficult holes we've just tackled there, the 8th and 9th here at Moor Allerton. So if I can master holes like these, then you know, hopefully my game can keep improving.